As we hear on the fourth Sunday of Advent, in the first reading about Bethlehem, we recognize how Christmas is fast approaching. I still remember actually my first time I got to go to Bethlehem. If you've ever been there, you recognize that the Church of the Nativity is the oldest church in Christendom that's been continually in use for 1,700 years. And as you approach the church, it's a very small door. It's kind of awkwardly small. Most people have to bow to get through it. And the tour guide told us that was so that it would keep the camels out, so people wouldn't bring their camels into the church. When you walk into the church, the stones are well worn and the walls are covered with the wax from the candles from 1,700 years of candles burning in this church. And then you approach the altar and you have the opportunity to go beneath the altar into the cave. That's the cave where Jesus was born. And in that cave, there's a circle on the floor. And inside the circle it says in Latin, Hic Jesus Christus natus est. Here, Jesus Christ was born. It's kind of a stunning fact when you think about it, that we could draw a circle on the floor and say God was here. God himself came to earth, and he in fact was in this place, this concrete place in this concrete time. And yet we know that we as Catholics proclaim what's even a more stunning fact, really. And that is that in every church, in every tabernacle, at every Mass, on every altar, God is here. This God who in fact comes after us. You know, this is the central truth of Christianity, which is so clear this time of year. It's what separates Christianity from every other religion. Every religion is about the human heart seeking for God. But in Christianity, God comes after us. He seeks us, so much so that he becomes one of us. But even that wasn't enough. God comes after us because he wants to be one with us. And this is what happens in the Eucharist. It's no accident that when Jesus is born, he's laid in a manger. What's a manger? It's a place where the animals eat. That's where we still have that word in Italian, mangiare, right? To eat. He's placed there as a symbol that he actually comes to earth to become our food. We know the name Bethlehem means house of bread. You see, Jesus came to earth so that he could give himself to us in the Eucharist. He comes to earth so that he can come to us, so that he can be one with us. And he wants to be one with us because he wants his life to live in us. It's really important at Christmas just to meditate for a moment on what an incredible gift it is. That Jesus came to us 2,000 years ago, yes, but that he comes to us every Sunday, in fact, every day in the Eucharist. And he wants this gift, the gift of life, eternal life, divine life. He wants this gift not just to be adored, but in fact to come into us and to live in us so that we can make this gift present in the world. The Incarnation, which we celebrate at this Christmas, is Jesus coming into the world, to live into the world, to show us the way to salvation. That Incarnation continues in you and me. Through the Eucharist, he comes to live in us. His grace lives in us. His life lives in us. And he expects us to continue his mission in the world. Jesus came to us to fill us with his life so that we can then continue this mission in the world. How can we not pray with Mary as we heard in today's gospel? My soul proclaims the greatness of the Lord, for he who is mighty has done great things for me. He has looked on the lowliness of his servant. He's lifted up those of us of humble state. You see, God loves us so much that he comes to us. He comes to live inside of us and share his life with us. And he invites us to share his life with the world. Thank you, and God bless you.